Okay, we are live tonight with a very, very special edition of Dan Does Data. Tonight, we're going to be looking at... Hang on one second. Live event will begin in 1 hour. Did I mistime this? Oh boy, I tell ya. No, it's beginning right now. Right now. Hang on. Add end time. I want to add the time. Oh, this is really stupid. I feel like an idiot. Oh, jeez. Save changes. I might have to cancel this whole shebang here. Advanced settings. Basic info. Why can't I change the time? That's stupid. Live control room. I profusely apologize. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tonight, we are looking at, as you might have guessed, Excel97. Which you might think is a total joke, and I may have derided it at one point or another in my history. However, in truth, it got me through several years in university, high school, and it wasn't until I learned better that I learned how terrible it was. But yes, you might have seen earlier this week or last week, someone came out with a deep Excel net, and we might look at that too, but I really want to get that classic Microsoft Office 97 tool here. So I've loaded the CD into my Windows XP machine, and we're going to go through the installation process, because that's always the first thing we do. Alright, Microsoft Office 97 installation program. This is my legitimate copy of I'm Dan of DanDoesData. My legitimate copy of Microsoft Excel 97. I've had it for a long time, but it gets me through things. I'm Dan of DanDoesData. Yep, that is correct. CD key. I can't share this, but I'm going to put this in here. If you guys have any Excel memories, I encourage you to share them with me right now. I apologize about the mistiming of this event. And by that I mean the timing of, instead it started at 7 p.m. and it actually starts right now. Alright, let's do this. Yes. Okay, searching for installed components, doing stuff. Okay, so now we're actually going to install this proper thing here. Now that I've put in my CD key, you might recall the days when you had to put in CD keys. Also an indication that this is not an open source piece of software. You should be aware. Alright, typical custom. Oh, let's do custom, totally. What kind of, I don't need Word, I don't need PowerPoint, I don't need Access, I don't need Outlook, I don't need Binder, I don't need Bookshelf basics. What is data access? Database drivers and tools? Nope, don't need that. Office tools. Tools for use with Microsoft Office. I don't need that either. We only want Excel. None of this other stuff. I have also used Microsoft Word in the past, and tragically I admit I used PowerPoint before I saw the light of using LaTeX and Beamer. Access I actually used once in an old job because we stored all of our old information in Microsoft Access database. Outlook? I don't know that I've ever actually used Outlook. I've always used Thunderbird or Webmail. Bookshelf Basics? No idea what this is. Binder? Will be installed with only the selected options. Oh, what are the options? Hang on. Well, you saw the program files, the help and sample files. That's good. The Microsoft map? Analyze and charts. Oh, that sounds cool. Let's get that. Templates, add-ins, spreadsheet converters. Many formats are built into formats. Yeah, let's do that just in case. Help for Visual Basics, sample files. Okay. Map. There's no options in the map. Spreadsheet templates. What are the add-ins? Oh my gosh, there's so many options to this. Statistical and engineering analysis. We definitely want the analysis tool back. I mean, that's how we're going to get this job done, right? File conversion wizard. I don't think we need that. Report manager. Conditional sum wizard. Oh, we got to have the solver. Solver's good. Template wizard with data tracking. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need access links either. Okay. And I don't really care about the converters. What do we have on the templates? Expense report, purchase order, invoice. So there's so many things in the world that run on Excel. Okay, boom, look at that. Oh my gosh, I never actually switched this back. I apologize, guys. I thought I put this back on Windows XP. You haven't been able to see all this cool stuff on Microsoft Excel. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right. Yeah, the lag is... Oh, I feel terrible. Okay, but now we're properly installing. Is it not coming up still? It's horrendous. So I'm running XP in a virtual machine. And Windows XP is... What is this? Alright, I apologize. My streaming was broken. Should be okay now. You're not missing anything too much. But again, apologies. My definite apologies. Microsoft Office 97 setup was completed successfully. Well, there we go. We go to our Start menu. We're not going to tour Windows XP. And where is our Microsoft Office? In Microsoft Excel. Here we go. I'm Dan, my initials are D. That is correct. Fantastic, and here we are in Excel. We can do all kinds of stuff here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do actually is I loaded, of course, Deep Excel just to show you that it works. If you're familiar with the MNIST dataset, as I know many people are, that was programmed in Microsoft Excel. Not XLS, not even a modern version of Excel. And what they did was they sort of manually encoded the weights from an existing neural net, put each of those layer in a separate table or in a separate sheet in Excel, and they put the input data, the image that you're actually trying to compute on, in this sheet, and it tries to compute the actual tries to compute the probabilities based on those. What seems to be happening, this doesn't seem to be working. Everything is broken today. Jeez, I apologize, guys. Trying to make a funny April Fool's video and it doesn't work out. Oh gosh, where's the... Can I make it recompute? Let's see if we can make it recompute. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I thought there was a, like, recompute button. Tools. Not solver, not data. Consolidate. Get external data? No. I mean, you can copy this cell over and that's 0. Can I copy it back this way? Hang on. How do I do this? Ref. A10, B10, ref. Hang on. At least you can undo all this junk. Resp7, A10. Resp7 is this guy, or A1. It's like things haven't recomputed. Alright, well let's open up Internet Explorer and figure this out. Because that's... Actually, you know what? No. We're not going to do that. Oh my gosh, I realize I'm not even showing my face either. This is terrible. You know what? Here's what's going to happen. We're going back to normal scene. There we go. Yeah, whatever I was doing with the other scene. I actually have a Microsoft Office for Dummies. Microsoft Office 97 for Dummies. I thought I had an Excel specific book, but it appears I don't. So we're going to use this to figure out what we're doing. It's got an order form for additional books you might order for the company. Very 1997. Turns out Office 97 came out in November 96, actually. Alright, let's use the reference materials that we have. Let's pretend we don't have Wikipedia or Stack Overflow or any of those things. And I'm going to recompute. So I want to force it to recompute. Can I do that? Recompute, no. Redo calculations, maybe just formula is what I want. Alright, so I'm in the index literally right now. Formula, formula, formula. Formula bar, enter button, calculation order. Creating, deleting, displaying, editing functions, non-contiguous spreadsheets. Imagine calculation order is just going to be order of operations. Let's go. Page 145 for those of you following along at home. The magic of parentheses, indeed. Here we go. I'm only showing small excerpts of this book, of course. Let's check it out. That's not what we want. Home on the cell range. No. Common Excel97 functions. What if I were to take this, copy, and I just hit enter? No? Alright, I'm going to copy this. I'll put it over here. Alright, maybe Excel refer to other sheet? Because I know you can do that. I've done that before. And I've done it in Excel97 before. So actually, this is just, that's A1. A1 doesn't have anything over here though, right? Because this is A12 divided by sum of 12 through 21. This is Resp 6, A1. Alright, where do I have anything anymore is the question. Boom. Okay, so C input, I don't have anything. C params, it's not liking. And it's not liking input. Oh man. So I need to get like all these guys to actually compute again. Oh jeez. Oh no. Broken. I can't undo. What do you mean can't undo? Undo everything. B1, C1, C params. Can I just do this? Does that work? Hang on. C1, B35, B35. Oh, certain things are not done as so, oh gosh, these have all the same. This should be fixed. Hang on. I can fix this. I think I can fix this. So if you put this $sign that says that's an absolute reference to the cell, here you're referring to cells, which is sort of like a variable, often is how people use it. Alright, and I apologize for the small font here. Actually, maybe that's something we can fix easy. Window, view, full screen zoom. 200. This is actually probably going to help in general, but I don't know if we can make this bigger. Whatever. Right. So here, note that they changed the 35. They're all B35. Oh, interesting. If I go over here, is this that's actually that's C35 now, right? So if I say $sign, that's an absolute reference to that cell. So when I drag it over to different locations, it doesn't change. That's B1. That's all this other stuff. How far across do we go? Over to A. Jesus. Okay. Right, 28, of course, because there's 28 things going on here. Alright, I have to change the zoom level back. I cannot work with that. There we go. Okay, much better. Jeez, oh man. Let me change my size a little bit. There we go. Much better. Alright, so we've got an absolute reference here. We're going to go down to AB, and of course go down to 28. Boom, and you can see we've done something. We've computed some values. Look at that. Let's see if that actually magic happens. Look at this, we just filled in everything. We're so good at this. Input. Bam! We got some probabilities now. Look at that. Alright, what changes here to there? Apparently nothing. Oh no, there's no other label. Label, this is a 5. Look at that. That is clearly a 5. All we had to do is fix up the one table, force it to recompute by putting in an absolute reference and dragging it there anyway. I should clearly submit a pull request on Deep Excel, noting that this should have been an absolute reference and then dragged around. What's input? What is input P35? Out of curiosity, the multiplier. Why is the multiplier 1? What does that even do? Times input A1 times this thing. How much do we multiply this whole thing by? Change the multiplier to 2. And you change the probabilities, yeah. You're changing all these values here. So I said 0.5. Yeah, all the strengths get down. It's like you're graying out the whole image. Here's what I want to do. I want to copy this. And I want to create a copy before input. I'm going to say this is going to be input. I want to try to input a 9. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to draw a 9 here. We're going to change this 5 into a 9 by adding a bunch of numbers. Start shouting out your favorite numbers. This to me I think should be, let's see, 183, 87, 99, 99. Just drag these down. I want to connect this to this and see how if I can force a recomputation here. Actually, let me just do this too. Make it look a little more 9-ish. Zeros, we'll zero out these guys. Those aren't 9s, right? And we're going to see if our numbers here actually exist. If they change at all, rather. We're drawing, okay. Oh, I just got a great idea, actually. Let me put conditional formatting on all of these. Here we go. Get this. Format, conditional formatting. Cell value is greater than, let's say greater than 64. No, not 64. Oh, yeah, hang on. I got an idea. Greater than 32. Format. The color, not the font color, the background color. Here we go. Boom. Not is greater than, is between 32 and 64. Is between 64 and 96. Is between 96 and 128. And oh, I can only have 3. Ah, son of a gun. Alright, is greater than 96. And format, this will be real dark. And the font we'll make it a little lighter here. We'll make that red, just for giggles. Boom, and now you can actually sort of see the image that I'm trying to construct here. For some definition of construct. We've got a couple colors going on. This makes it a little bit easier to see what the heck I'm doing. Let's 128 actually. Let's make this a little bigger. We are still not a 9 though, which is bothering me. Let me drag this over here again. Let's recompute all these values. There we go. Check our input. Still thinks that's a 5. Interesting. Maybe it's called recalculate, maybe? I'm trying to remember now. There's a way to force it to recompute your formula totals. Text, table, tools, goal seek, scenarios. Goal seek. Here's an idea. I'm going to tell the network to set cell, whatever, to value. Oh, you can only change one cell. Hang on. Where's solver? Add-ins, macro, solver, perfect. Oh man, this is gonna be terrible. Set target cell. So you can sort of do simple optimization problems. Equal to max min value of 9 by changing cells. These cells. Subject to constraints. Add cell reference. All these cells. Less than equal to. Greater than equal to 0. Add all these cells. Greater than equal to 0, right? Oh, no, let me change that. Hang on. Less than equal to 255. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so now I should definitely be able to guess which ones you change. I should now definitely be able to hit the solve button. Too many adjustable cells, it says. Alright, so let's not change everything. Let me just change like these guys. What about that? What about that? Is that okay? Keep solver solution. Yeah, sure. That did not work. It did not work at all. Alright, let me change my solver strategy here. Instead of changing this value, we're going to set a max value on the probability of it being at 9. There we go. Now we'll solve. Oh boy, that's not working very well. Not working very well at all. Take this over here. Let me slap this over here. Oh. Yeah. Copy that over here. Paste that over there. Let me grab some zeros. Paste those around. Paste those around. Yeah, we're not recomputing anything yet, though. We gotta force a recomputation here. There we go. Recompute, recompute, recompute. Things just won't change here. That is frustrating. How can we make this work? Unless this really is a 5. I really don't think it is. I mean, granted, this is a pretty terrible drawing. But Control C, Control V. Let's fill in some gaps here. Oh, I lost it. There we go. Isn't this is pretty clearly a 0 at this point, right? But it doesn't change in real time. See, that changes in real time. Does this change in real time? See, this doesn't change. I don't know why. Let me copy this sheet again. Create a copy. 0, 0, 0. The copies don't do anything. Only the original does. Check it. Numbers will change, right? Whereas over here, numbers don't change. Oh, are these guys? Oh, derp, 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 derp. I'm an idiot. So the problem here is I'm only getting my input from one place, of course. So this is what an input 5 looks like. So here, let me reapply my conditional formatting so I don't go bonkers, as I am prone to do. Alright, I want 2 conditional formats. Sure, cell format is between 0 and, let's go with 32. Format is just going to be a light gray. Cell value is between 32, and we'll go 96 this time. Format is a little darker. And format is between, not between, format is greater than. I could set like a default thing to have it be, oh, well, yeah. Oh, shoot, no. Format is between 32 and 64, 96, 64. Here we go. Of course, I want things to still be just plain white when there's nothing interesting going on. That's on a red. Maybe not red this time. Let's go with green. Pretend like we're on a terminal. Yeah, there we go. Nice bright green. Beautiful. Look at that. There we go. Now we clearly got our 5 going on. So we're only referencing the actual input in C input here. Input. You'd want to like copy the whole file if you want to do everything. All right, let's build our 9 now. Let's see what happens. Bam! Look at that. Already, our probabilities have changed dramatically. Now it thinks this is a 3, which is interesting. Let's see if we can get that up to 9. I want to get the 9. Alright, still thinks it's a 3. I think I gotta wipe out some of this stuff. Let's do that. And erase that. Perfect. We're doing it on the input. Perfect. Okay. Let's drag this down. That's pretty clearly a 9, guys, right? 9. Look at that. Boom. Let me zoom it so you can all see. Because I appreciate that this is tiny. Custom. Hey, what do you know? 125? That's a little better. Perfect. And now we've created it. What did I just do over here? Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Hang on. Okay. Now it thinks it's a 5 again. What'd I do? What'd I do? What did I just do? Hang on. I should square up these guys a little bit. This is kind of funny. Now that like it's too small for me to see the numbers, but the numbers aren't really what's important anyway. It's like I don't actually care what the numbers are. So this whole thing should be moved over a little bit. It's hitting on 5, probably because these are mostly seen as 0 kind of blobs. Those are not seen as interesting. I don't believe this is doing anything convolutional anyway. It might be actually. Oh, you know what? It might be. That's what these blobs might be doing. Max of 0 and min of the input in 255. Oh, so it thresholds it for you. I see. Minus C params A1. What is C params? I don't know what C params is. Layer 0, those are just weights. Big old bunches of weights. These are bias terms right here. Should be at the bottom and down here too. Should see a group. Yep, our bias terms. I mean, you can just easily inspect. You can just change your weights directly. It's great, right? Here's sort of the corners of the image. I imagine this is 28 by 28. Yep, here we go. Let me grab this. Let me apply the same conditional formatting from this. Let me say edit. Can I copy? Let's see if I can paste just the formatting. Let's see if I can break this too. Paste special. Formats. I love America. Amazing. So this is what the first layer is kind of pulling out. And you'll note around the edges, it doesn't really care what it is, but it's putting a lot of weight on things in the center here. Which you sort of expect from a multi-layer perceptron. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I guess this isn't referring to a particular neuron, or it is, or... We got 4 neurons here, right? Is that what this is telling me? I don't even remember anymore. I've never done wacky visualizations like this in Excel. I've used Excel for some weird stuff, but never quite that. Can I edit, undo, select, or whatever? Let's move this over this way. Oh, that's not. Oh shoot, edit, undo, undo, undo. Let me grab these zeros. Wipe all this stuff out. Wham, wham, wham. 0, 0, 0. So you're putting all zeros, it's pretty confident that it's a 1. I'm going to draw all blacks here. 255. Pretty sure this is a 7 now. That's cute. Alright, nice blocks of... Let me get a nice... Okay. Okay, look at that. Boom. It's clearly a 9. That's the most 9 number you've ever seen, right? Ah, yes, thank you. It's definitely a 9. And the net agrees with us. Let's force a recomputation. It might be a little confused. Might be a little confused there. There we go. Still a 9. It's so much 9. Look at that. It's a 1. Right there. Let me bold that for you so you can see a little better. Perfect. Unfortunately, our handbook didn't come so in handy, but I was able to remember enough stuff of what I did. Of course, the deep Excel tool here is a big joke. I don't recommend anyone use this to actually do any kind of neural networking. Note that we put in the weights. They were pre-trained weights already here. But Excel does have a lot of uses in terms of just quickly, well, let me see if this works. And if you don't yet know a programming language, it's probably going to be your tool of choice. So I was only sort of making it up that it got me through university. I really did. I didn't properly learn programming until my senior year. And even properly might be a strong word there. I got through, I distinctly remember once or twice, I tried to put a for loop into Excel, and it's a huge headache. You don't want to do it. Here's an actual file from, oh gosh, is this my thesis from grad school? I think it might be. So I used some specialized statistical software as part of my thesis, and it output these messy, disgusting tables with information. And I happily, plugged those into Excel, and at the time did like the best I could in terms of, well, I've got some numbers here, so I can input those coefficients here and produce like decent looking output. If I were doing this again today, I would write a proper parser and make my output that way and probably just output actual LaTeX. But it is interesting, like you can do kind of simple things in Excel. And like this actually makes a decent looking table. It takes a little bit of time, but it required almost no programming effort, just a lot of formatting effort. Depending what you're doing, if you're doing something that you're going to make a lot of, the programming makes a lot of sense. But if you're doing something once, just doing this once might be the best thing. Yeah, this is definitely some statistical results from my thesis. We were building a model to see how many how many cars equal to one truck on a certain highway in a couple US states. And this led to some interesting results and maybe changed some things in some handbook somewhere. But as you can see, and I don't have that many data points. I've got about 500, which for my project was actually a lot, all things considered. But in the world of deep learning, that's not very many at all. And so another place where sort of traditional machine learning or statistical approaches make sense is when you don't have a lot of data points. They say whoever has the most data wins, but for certain problems, getting data is hideously expensive. This particular problem wasn't too bad, but sometimes you got to work with the data that you got. And if you don't have much data, you want to get the best statistical tools that you possibly can. Unfortunately, I don't think I can recommend Microsoft Excel 97 as one of those tools. On the other hand, Excel97 actually works pretty well at what it does, and I've actually been reasonably happy. Like I never saw new Excel tools that actually did what I wanted. How do I do a? I swear I remember how to do a chart. Is the chart button? Chart wizard. Perfect. If we're making a shell, we got to have a 3D pie chart. Oh yeah, exactly. Let's call this quarterly earnings. Legend. At the bottom, that makes sense. Show value, perfect. Show percent. There we go, even better. Oh yeah, here we go. So in case you've never used Excel to do this before, or you haven't been in the business world, this is something you see all too often. Something that the purpose of this is to obscure information and hide poor results and inflate weak ideas. Alright guys, that's Microsoft Excel. I think that's going to be all I'm going to be working on as far as it goes. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. I haven't actually touched Excel in a while, so it's kind of good to poke around in it again and try out that the deep Excel framework. That was fun. I'll be back on Tuesday as regular for more Keras. We'll be back at that. All right. You guys have a good April Fool's Day and have a good week.